So you discussed your current husband. He was moving out, or?
When we first talked about it, he made it clear he did not want to be in the same roof under with John. I am not a murderer.
Meet 47-year-old Devin Michaels, currently describing how she cheated on her lover, Jonathan Willett, with Jonathan's own son, because for nearly a decade, this secret relationship had continued behind Jonathan's back, a relationship that has ended in tragedy. Because officers have just found Jonathan killed inside this home, and they believe that Devin is the one responsible for this homicide, all so she could live out her perfect fairy tale romance.
What does that look like to you?
You sat here this whole time and made these faces and stuff like that, not shed a single tear.
That's terrible.
How dare you accuse me of this?
Oh, so there's some...
I didn't do it!
On the morning of August 7th, 2023 at around 8 p.m., authorities receive a devastating 911 call from Yoko Willett, claiming that she just found her 46-year-old son, Jonathan John James Willett, dead and covered in blood. As deputies enter the residence located on Palo Duro Drive, they come across a scene far worse than what was described.
Let's lock this down then.
John is laying face down on his mattress, with his head nowhere to be found at the scene. As deputies move into the hallway adjacent to the bedroom, they find multiple bottles of commercial bleach and ammonia, which appear to have been used in an attempt to remove any evidence left behind at the scene. Now, with a scene this disturbing, deputies are left with two questions. Who would commit such an inhumane act, and why? To find those answers, they return to Yoko. Yoko tells deputies that she last saw John with his ex-wife, Devin Jade Michaels, on the night of August 6th. She also reveals something that could provide a possible motive for why Devin would want to kill John. John and Devin were once a happy couple, and together they had 2 children, but over time their marriage began to fall apart, and they eventually divorced in 2018. What's concerning, however, is that shortly after their divorce, Devin entered into a relationship, not with someone else, but with John's own son from a previous relationship, 19-year-old Devier. They dated for at least 3 years before, in November 2021, Devin decided to marry him. When deputies initially confronted Devin with this information, she dismissed the allegations and denied any involvement in John's murder. But regardless of her claims, investigators consider her their prime suspect, not only because of the disturbing relationship, but also because of what they discover when they search her vehicle. Inside, they find John's blood-stained phone, despite Devin previously claiming she did not have it, which is why they bring her in for questioning, and soon they will realize just how bad of a liar she truly is.
Do you know what's going on, or do you understand what's going on?
You're being arrested.
But you understand the severity and what's actually occurring?
No, because I said I didn't murder John. I've been saying that.
So do you want to start from on the 6th? You were hanging out with John and doing some shopping? Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Describe that day to me, the Cliff Note version.
Simple day.
Okay.
Went shopping, got girls' school supplies, clothes, groceries. That was it. It was a very easy, pleasant day for the most part.
Okay. And then at night, John is moving in with you?
John was moving the girls' stuff to my house. It wasn't until he had actually moved everything over until I realized he was moving some of his things over.
Okay.
John had been telling me he was going to move, but that had been months of going back and forth that he hadn't actually moved anything, so I didn't put any stock into it. So when he moved some of his things over, that's when I realized he was actually moving his things. Yes, I remember talking to John about it. Yes, I remember talking to other people about it. But until that moment, it really wasn't something that was going to take place.
Okay.
Because at one point, a few times he said he wasn't going to move. And it had happened more than one time, so I just took it as it was.
Okay. So you said earlier that you're, shopping. You ride with him over to drop off a last load for the night?
Yes,
Okay,
he assisted me take his truck.
okay. And you rode with him?
We rode with him all day.
Okay.
He wanted to take his truck because the trailer has his information on it, and he said it's free advertising.
Okay, was the trailer loaded as well, or just the truck?
And at that time, the trailer was loaded later on that evening by John and John alone.
Okay, and did that make its way over to your house?
Yes, and that's when I found out what he had actually loaded up. It was supposed to have been the girls' things, a bunk bed, dressers, some clothes, and it turned out to be a lot more than that.
Okay,
How'd that make you feel?
It didn't make me feel any sort of way. It was more tools and DVDs than anything. So it really wasn't too much to feel bad about. It was just a whole bunch of extra crap that I had to.
were you shocked or surprised that he was actually moving?
Yeah,
Okay. Was it somewhat confrontational or anything like that? Because now he was moving stuff that you didn't expect?
no, because like I said, it was tools, DVDs, and he brought his guns over.
Okay.
Although Devon claims that she was surprised to see John moving in with her, the reality is that this was something they had both agreed to do. After their divorce, the couple continued to have multiple arguments over custody of their children, but in 2023, those disputes escalated to the point where authorities had to get involved. As a result, from November 2022 to May 2023, custody of their 2 children were temporarily transferred to Yoko. After the period ended, the children returned to live with Devon at her home. However, despite their previous disputes, John and Devon eventually decided to put their differences aside for the sake of their children. So in an effort to provide a more stable living situation for their children, John agreed to move back in together in Devon's house on August 7th, the same day he was murdered. Unfortunately, Devon had decided she couldn't let that happen. Before we move on to that, if you like watching killers who think they're the smartest person in the room find out that they're not, subscribe.
So after he unloads, what happens?
We moved back to his house.
The both of you?
Yes,
Okay. About what time was that?
about 9.
About 9?
Yes.
So earlier you described something to our partner that he wanted some sort of encounter with you?
And that wasn't going to happen. I hit him. He was not dead.
Okay.
That's when Yoko came down. I spoke with her. And like I said, afterwards I left.
Okay. Have you recently had a full intimate relationship with him?
Recently,
Well, in the past month. Obviously he's moving back in, you two are speaking. Have
he's
you
asked me for favors, yes, but no, we have not had intercourse, no.
you two moving in together, was there a expectation that you were going to be in a relationship together? Or
Sure, he expected it, but he's quite aware that I am not able to do anything. I was not trying to help him.
okay. So he's asking for you to say no.
As usual.
The way Devon describes her physical relationship with John makes it clear why, after their separation, their domestic dynamic was characterized purely as transactional. According to Devon, John's ability to be intimate with her was often tied to whether he provided financial support, including paying her rent and utility bills, despite the fact that he was no longer living with her. If that alone doesn't reveal how toxic their dynamic had become, Devon then claims that John had been forcing her to be intimate with him.
And then from there, what happens?
I gave him a back massage, off his back.
Obviously you're quite a bit smaller than he is. How did you pop his back?
He was laying on the ground and push And pushed again, pushed again, and on the fourth one, he raised out and was supposed to pop.
Okay, so you're straddling his lower back area or something like that, or standing up or something?
Standing up, yes.
Okay, and you're just pushing us back, he breathes out. Okay. So it's, obviously if he's talking to you and stuff like that, his face isn't in the bed, it's gotta be tilted one way or another? Okay. He's rubbing on you, is this making you upset or uncomfortable or something?
Eventually it did bother me.
Okay.
At first, Devin tells detectives a story that paints a very different picture. She claims she was willingly giving John a massage, but then suddenly alleges that he began forcing himself on her. However, to investigators, this sudden shift between two completely different versions of Devin isn't new to them. Her ability to create a different identity went back years, when in her early 20s, she had worked in the adult entertainment industry under the alias Nikki Fairchild, appearing in explicit productions. And as she shifts between these different personalities, another side of her emerges, one in which she becomes violent toward her own daughter.
You love your girls, don't you?
Very much so.
With all your heart?
Yes, I would like to murder. Sorry.
I didn't say that. I'm just asking you that you love them with all your heart. That has nothing to do with murder.
Sorry, I did.
Okay.
Is that why you asked him to move back in to have, because it currently, or we'll say at this time, he had full custody?
No, we both had temporary joint custody. He filed to get sole custody and he never showed up, so his motion was denied.
I thought it's revoked or took your parental rights away for a bit.
That's right. Authorities had already intervened and removed custody of her daughter after a worker discovered deep pattern bruising on the victim's leg in 2022. Following the discovery, she was arrested by the Las Vegas Metropolitan Police Department, and just 2 days after John's murder, on August 9th, the court placed her on 1-year probation for this charge.
So you said this case was closed out
Yes, sir. Back in February.
back in February?
Yes.
Well, how was it closed out prior to the criminal case?
Because they didn't have anything. I wasn't an abusive mother, and
So ultimately, he had the upper hand on you,
so he's dead, yes.
right?
That's what it seemed like.
He basically called the shots.
Sometimes, yes.
How'd that make you feel when it came to your daughters?
It made me feel that, okay, don't piss him off.
So made you feel like you had no power to say,
You know, I just didn't argue with him.
because you didn't want to make it worse.
It wasn't a worse situation, I just didn't argue with him.
Well, you didn't want him to keep your kids from you, right?
He wasn't keeping them from me, but he always kept trying to threaten that. Like,
Okay. So that was always an option he had.
he would threaten it, yeah, but it seemed like he wanted me to keep the girls because it made it easier for him to work. Because I had him so he could work.
With every new statement from Devin, detectives begin to uncover a growing list of possible motives behind John's murder, and now Devin is about to reveal one of the most significant ones.
So you discussed with, we'll call him Dev because of your current husband, he was moving out, or what was the...
When we first talked about it, he made it clear he did not want to be in the same room with John.
Okay.
Because nothing came to be, it wasn't really a conversation we had more than once. Like I said, John didn't actually take any actions towards it. So, yeah, if John was going to move in, Javier definitely said he would move out. But John had not moved in, so it wasn't
Okay.
our conversation.
Okay.
I am not a murderer. I am not trying to make myself out to be anything other than what I am.
Now, that statement from Devin is completely true. Her current husband, Devier, did not want to live in the same residence as John, but with John moving in, avoiding that situation becomes impossible, as Devier had nowhere else to reside. However, John's presence threatens more than just Devier's living arrangement. It also puts at risk the domestic life Devon has built with him. Initially, Devon had told everyone that her marriage to Devier was simply a marriage of convenience, meant to secure health insurance, but later evidence reveals that the two have maintained an active romantic and physical relationship since 2016, a secret that would inevitably come to light if John moves in with them. So what does Devon do? With no other options left, she chooses the most extreme solution, to take John out of the picture once and for all.
The middle of the massage, you get up and you walk over to the fireplace. Does he say anything to you?
No.
Still lays in the bed. Did you say, hey, I'll be right back? Don't move?
No.
You just got up and walked over.
I got up and I walked back.
Okay, and then what happened after that?
I hit him.
Where were you standing when you hit him?
I was kneeling on the bed.
In the same position?
So you got back in the same position, just for clarification purposes, back where you originally given the back massage, between the headboard and him, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Which direction was his head facing?
To that way.
So facing away from you. Okay. Where exactly did you hit him?
On the head.
Okay. So if he's facing away from you, and I don't want to put words in your mouth, so if I say anything that's incorrect, please stop me and correct me. Okay? So he's facing away from you, you say you hit him in the head. So if I'm facing away from you, did you hit him like in the ear, more at the top, more on the front, more at the back?
I guess around the back of the ear, I guess.
Okay. Well, you can't guess, you were there. Right?
I'm just not positive where it actually struck. It was dark.
Okay. So that's fair enough. So there's no lights on in the room.
Mm-hmm.
Correct? Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Is there a light on like in the kitchen? So is there any ambient light whatsoever coming into the room, or is it just pitch dark?
It's dark.
It's dark. Okay. So how do you know what you grab when you walk over to the fireplace?
I'm just going by what I remember.
Okay, we'll get to that point. So you hit him somewhere around the ear or something like that, you believe, correct? Is that safe to say? How many times did you hit him?
One.
Okay. How hard did you hit him?
Not sure how to answer that.
Okay, so
As hard as you could? Like,
did you use all of
hands
your
up here?
force?
Oh, God, no.
One hand, two hands, right hand, left hand,
My right hand.
your right hand. Okay. Did you say anything before you hit him?
Stop.
Stop. Why did you say stop?
Because he kept touching me.
Okay.
What does he say?
He didn't say anything. He stopped moving. But he was still breathing.
Okay, so you hit him. He's still breathing, but he completely stops moving.
His hands stopped moving, yes.
Okay. And does he say anything else after that?
No.
Here it becomes clear to detectives that Devon is the person responsible for John's death. When first responders arrive at the scene, they find John lying face down in the exact position Devon now describes. On top of that, Devon herself admits that she strikes him with a stick. But detectives notice something important. John is nearly twice Devon's weight. The idea that she could overpower and control him using only a stick seems unlikely. And that suspicion grows stronger when the autopsy results reveal that John had a high concentration of tetrahydrocannabinol in his system, alongside an alcohol concentration in his stomach that was 30 times higher than that in his blood. Based on this information, it's clear that John's level of intoxication likely leaves him severely impaired, affecting his coordination, awareness, and ability to react while Devon carries out the brutal attack.
That's when I heard Yoko and I went in there to her.
Okay. And what did he say? What did she say or what did you say?
We were just talking about everything. And she was asking me about, can you have John give me some money for the insurance? And he hasn't paid this and also just.
Okay, did she want to go talk to him?
No,
So how did you get her to go back upstairs?
I didn't get her to go back upstairs. She walked upstairs.
Okay, so why did she come downstairs?
She went into the kitchen. I didn't tell her to come downstairs. She came downstairs.
So why did you even go up and talk to her?
Because I heard her in the kitchen.
So you just figured you need to get up and walk in and just have a conversation with her?
I didn't know
Okay, what happened after she went back upstairs?
that I finished. Yeah, that's my stuff in the car and I left.
You put what stuff in the car?
In my bag.
Okay. What'd you have in the bag?
Like the keys, my phone and stuff.
You talk like a purse, or you have like a personal
It's
bag?
like a backpack, yes. Like a purse.
Okay, the black one. Okay. I've seen your house, things are decorated and stuff. I think if you walked over and grabbed a candlestick or something that resembles a candlestick, you would understand what that is, right? So what did you actually grab?
I don't know what it was. I said that's what it seems like. I don't know what to call it because it wasn't from my house.
Okay, so what did you do with it?
It was on the bed or on the floor.
Nope.
I don't know. I got out of there.
You did?
Well, I know you got out of there, so let's try again. Okay, this shit's about to get real, okay? I'm gonna explain something to you. There's about 40 years of law enforcement experience in this room right now, and that it doesn't include you. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay, don't play the what's going on, okay?
I'm not. So
Okay, well, I'm just being direct with you. All right? We're talking about your father's kid, or the father to your children is no longer here. And you were the last person that was with him. You were the last person to use force on him. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So the shit's getting real. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to you, but the games are over. And you should look at that picture because that's the last position you saw him in. And that's the position we saw him in when we went to that house. Does that make sense?
Yes, sir.
So cut the shit and let's get down to the nitty-gritty and start answering some questions for us. Don't tell us the same bullshit that you tell Detective Ozawa. You have your rest of your life ahead of you right now. You have a big decision to make right now. A huge decision that could ultimately affect your two little girls. The whole time that we've been sitting here having this conversation with you, you've had this defeated look. This can go one or two ways. When we write this report, we're going to say Devin was non-remorseful, not even emotional.
Sir,
You don't have to call me sir, all right? We're beyond that, all right?
I don't know your name.
It's Rick Christopher, okay? My apologies because I assumed that he introduced myself even though I wasn't in the room, all right? So as we move forward, my question to you before we even get into details is if there's no light in that room, you described something to me that you picked up. So that means one thing. When you left, you took it with you or you hid it. You saw it in light. So somehow there came light and you saw the object. Because we know it was not on the bed and we know it was not on the floor. So that's the stuff that I'm talking about. Does that make sense? So where is it?
I didn't take anything out of that house.
Okay, so where is it?
Where did you put it?
Where'd you put it?
Devin, you keep looking at this bed like you're reliving this situation right here. This happens right here. You hear Yoko coming down the stairs. You don't want her coming in here. Because you just hit him in the head with this candlestick that you so say. Right?
And I killed John.
That's not what I'm saying. This right here. You don't want her coming down there because you just hit him and knocked him out. Because he's there.
Yes.
So you rush up to go to the kitchen? Yes?
Yeah, I went to go talk to her, yes.
Okay. And you say, oh, he's drunk and told him to sleep it off or whatever, not to come down there. And then she goes upstairs. That's at 1 o'clock, right? You go back down there. You're there for an hour and 4 minutes. So you're there for an hour and 4 minutes. You didn't just get out of there. They talked about the cleaning supplies, the ammonia and stuff like that, that you said that you saw, and you're like, oh yeah, I just saw it.
I didn't put any cleaning supplies on John.
Okay, who did that?
I don't know anything about cleaning supplies on John. She did ask me. I don't know anything about that. And I did say that before.
Okay, so you saw the cleaning supplies.
Yes, there were some on the floor by the bathroom in the laundry room area. Yes.
Okay, so John is right here. You hit him. He lays there. You go out. Now we have an hour where you just don't remember what happened? What did you go back in that room and do?
I was just cleaning up the dishes and things.
Cleaning up the dishes in his room?
That's what I was doing when I gave everything to Yoko, yes.
No, after Yoko.
No, I was just cleaning
What were you cleaning?
the dishes and everything.
Stop.
What's everything?
Just cleaning.
What were you cleaning?
I was literally just cleaning up the area. When I left, when I hit him, he was breathing. I didn't,
How do you know he was breathing?
because you could tell when a person is breathing.
Okay,
The chest goes up and down.
okay.
You said it was dark though.
You could still know when someone's breathing.
In the dark?
It's not pitch dark, but yeah, it's not.
So you can't see an area on his head because it's so dark, but you can see his chest moving? You can't see what you grab off the shelf because it's so dark, and then you walk over, but now you can see him breathing?
Yeah, you could see some person breathing. Your eyes can adjust.
When did he give you that wallet that you claimed it was given to you earlier?
The same time he gave me the social security cards.
And when was that?
Around the time he was eating.
So at night,
Yes,
okay, he has one key to the truck.
I didn't know that.
Okay, so why would he give you the one key to his truck when he's supposed to be over there in 2 hours? And his wallet? Yeah, because he was supposed to come over with you in the morning, take the kids to the...
In the morning. And the only thing I was thinking is maybe because I was supposed to put him up so he wouldn't be drinking and driving. Because that was a big thing. He was always drinking and driving. I kept telling him to stop.
So how was he supposed to get to your house then and meet up with?
I don't think I was supposed to take them. I was supposed to take the social security card, but the other stuff I don't think I was supposed to take. In hindsight, I think I was just supposed to put him away so he would not drink and drive.
Why were they in your underwear drawer wrapped up in 1,000,000 bags?
Devon has no real explanation when detectives confront her with the evidence they have gathered, and while she continues to insist that she has nothing to do with John's death, one detail immediately raises suspicion: her claim that she leaves the house carrying nothing more than a purse, because the evidence tells a completely different story. When detectives search her vehicle, they discover John's blood-stained cell phone, and inside Michael's underwear drawer, they find his wallet, driver's license, vehicle keys, and social security card, all hidden inside 6 separate knotted plastic bags. At this point, detectives have already uncovered enough evidence to strongly connect Devon to John's death, but they are still missing 2 crucial pieces of the puzzle: the location of the remainder of John's remains, and the primary weapon involved in the attack. And before detectives could even confront her with that, she comes up with a ridiculous lie to defend her story.
Why did you get him? To inflict pain on him?
To get him to leave me alone.
Okay, you got up and walked away. Why didn't you get up and walk out? He could have left you alone that way, right?
He wasn't gonna.
Why do you say that?
Because I know him.
Okay.
You got up, walked over there, and walked back, and he never said anything to you, or you attempted to get off the bed, right?
It wasn't like that.
What was it like? What was it like? So you mean to tell us you hit him in the head right here where you're showing this, and he doesn't move from there?
Right. But I didn't take off because I wanted to make sure he was breathing.
Okay, so you hang around for an hour and 4
Not
minutes.
an hour. I did not know I was there that long.
Okay, it doesn't matter if you know it or not. You were there. You were there for an hour and 4 minutes hanging around with somebody that you just hit in the head to make sure that they're doing okay? Do you ever call an ambulance or anything?
No,
Do you go over physically touching or check on them or anything?
yes, I did touch him.
Did he say anything to you?
No,
Why?
because he was unconscious
Did you ever bring her medical aid?
to a breathing person.
Who is unconscious? From to that. Don't look at me like it was a stupid question because it's a valid question.
No, sir.
Did you roll him from his back to his front at all?
Yeah.
How did you check on him?
I just felt him and I felt he was breathing.
Okay.
I put my hands on him and he was breathing, so I was like, okay, he's all right.
Okay, so you're hanging out in this room for an hour.
No.
No, you are. Unless you're running around, going back in inside and outside, whatever, but that's what you're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe to me what you're doing during this time. And don't say cleaning.
I don't know. I just kept moving around. I just kept moving.
Just kept moving around.
Is it because you were in a panic?
A little bit, yes.
Understandable. Now we're talking. Okay, why are you in a panic?
Because I was afraid that I actually did hurt him and I didn't want to hurt him like that.
Okay, let me ask you this. Were you in a panic because you knew you hurt him and he was in severe life-threatening
No, sir.
injuries?
No, sir. No. You
Do
can
you-
roll
it's-
your eyes.
I will roll my eyes because I've been doing this too long to understand what went
That's
on.
fine.
So,
It is
You
fine.
didn't know him.
Okay, so explain to me. You say that because, is he a monster?
He's a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde.
Okay, did he,
He was good and then he was bad, yes.
okay,
Like, he
explain
would
to
be
me.
bad and then he would be the nicest person in the
Okay.
world and then try to do everything he could to help.
Did he physically abuse you?
At one point, yes.
Did he mentally?
Yes.
Okay, so you have some resentment towards him.
Yes, but it wasn't for me. It was for my daughters.
Okay, so I can understand that. I can relate. That's somebody that mentally and physically, I get that, okay? There's gonna be some resentment towards that person. There's gonna be some dislike towards that person. I understand that. That's reality. I get that. But for you not to go into detail on exactly what happened, other than the fact that you hitting him, is not going to help you out.
I
I'm
can't
telling you that.
remember. I cannot remember.
Do you have amnesia? Do you take medication for memory loss?
Yes, I do.
Okay, what type of medication do you take?
I don't know the names of it, but I do take medication.
Devon continues to use different strategies to defend herself. One of her claims is that she suffers from memory loss, that she simply zones out and loses awareness of what she is doing. But investigators find no evidence of her experiencing anything similar before. The only time this supposedly happened is on the night John was murdered. Then later on, Devon would change her story again. She would admit to striking John in the head, but claim she had done so in self-defense and never intended to harm him. However, that explanation is impossible to accept because John was heavily intoxicated, which left him unlikely to pose the kind of threat that would justify such a violent response.
All of this feels like a nightmare, like a dream. Like, I remember being with him and him, us talking and everything like that, but the actual, it does not feel real. I don't feel I was there that long. I remember being there, Yoko, pharmacy, home. I thought I was home at like 2 something. You guys are saying it was,
2:42.
yeah, I promise you.
Okay, so what do you do that night after you get home?
I got home, I got a shower, I went to bed.
No, you didn't. How long did you sleep for?
About 2 hours.
Because you get home at 2:42, you're texting John's phone saying, oh, I can't find this, or where's this? And then like, remember, we took your phone, we took his phones, we did all these downloads. I've read text messages between you, Dev, everyone else, things like that.
About 2 hours.
Okay, it was, if you got home and showered and then went to bed, that'd be about 1 hour that you would have been able to sleep. and wake up and start looking, if that. So it doesn't look like you slept at all that night.
I said about 2 hours, so I'm not severely off, but you guys are telling me I'm there for a long time, and I know for a fact that's not what is.
Yes, that is exactly. You can say, I don't think I was there that long, and I don't remember.
I don't remember, and in my recollection, it was not like that. I remember talking to Yoko, giving her the keys, picking up my stuff, and walking out the door. I picked up one more thing and left. I do not remember any of this. They asked me, where's his head? And until then, I didn't know anything about that. They're like, well, didn't Debbie tell you? No, Debbie didn't tell me anything about that. Well, did he leave that night? No, I don't remember Debbie leaving, but I don't remember anything. I just remember going home and everything. I don't remember the driving to the damn pharmacy. I just remember being at the pharmacy.
Okay. They told you he was.
They told me that today.
And they said you did not even blink.
Because it doesn't sound believable. Who does that?
I don't know. You tell us. That's it. It's this whole thing, whatever. Everything you're saying does not make sense. I was here. I did this. Do you think anybody's going to believe I hit him in the head and I left? None of that makes sense.
None of it makes any sense to me at all.
Okay. If you expect anybody else, a jury, a judge, or the general public, to believe anything what you're saying?
No, because I don't understand any of it. You guys are asking me questions about what I did.
What does that look like to you?
I don't know.
You don't know? How about now?
I don't know.
Do the bed one.
Is this is John?
Is that the position John was in when you last saw him?
Yeah, but he had his boxers on.
Okay, how did his boxers come off?
I don't know. He had his boxers on. His boxers were black boxer briefs.
Okay.
He had boxer briefs on.
That's what I'm talking about. This shit's getting real. Keep looking at that. Take another look at this. This is reality we're talking about. Think long and hard about your decisions on how you go forward and with explaining the bullshit that you're giving us right now.
It's not.
Nobody's going to believe you.
I understand.
Then tell us where the object is that you used to do this. Tell us where it's at.
I didn't do this.
Then who did?
I don't know.
Who did?
I don't know.
That's not good enough.
I don't know.
You did that.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
No, I didn't.
Then prove it.
How do I prove that?
Because you were the last person to see him alive. And you were the last person with him. You did that. That's reality. Look at that picture. He's gone.
This is the exact spot where you left him. What do you think? People are going to see this, and what do you think they're going to think of you?
We'll answer that question for Devon, because now, alongside the accusations of being an unfit mother, she is also facing the label of a murderer and the ex-wife of one. While we have already looked into John's previous marriage, it's time to look at Devon's. Before marrying John, Devon was married to an individual named Robert, a man who is currently serving a life sentence in California for first-degree murder and conspiracy in the high-profile stabbing death of a celebrity. Prosecutors argue that the motive behind the attack is greed, a plan carried out with an accomplice to collect a $1.6 million life insurance policy. And just like Robert, Devon was also driven by greed, as she later married Deviere not out of love, but simply to secure health insurance.
You left him there. You hit him in the head. He's unconscious, not moving.
But there wasn't this much blood. When I left, he wasn't bleeding like that.
No.
Is there a chance that that could have been a knife of some sort?
No.
Why? How do you know? It's dark. Doesn't make sense, does it? There is no doubt in my mind that you did that. You owe it to your girls to have closure. We want to know where the object is that you used to do this. Where is the object? Tell us where the object is at right now so we can start working closure for your daughters.
I cannot tell you where this is at. I do not know. You can be angry with me. I cannot tell you that. I don't know.
Do you expect anybody to believe that? Listen, just listen to that. Listen to exactly that, what you just said. I don't remember. I wasn't there that long. We can prove 100% you were there that long. You remember everything else. You remember going to CVS, getting your daughter's prescription, getting home. Oh, I showered. I started looking for school supplies. I started doing all this. I remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after I cracked him in. His cell phone is at his house. You leave, drive back to your house. His cell phone now gets back to your house and has blood on it. It was not left at your house.
I don't remember this. I didn't do this.
Conveniently.
No,
Yes, conveniently.
no.
There's no possible chance that you would forget hitting somebody off. Going to dispose of this.
So, to fathom doing that, hitting a person is one thing,
Yeah, it is.
but to do this is something completely different.
Believe me, I know.
That's why you're sitting here.
You sat here this whole time and made these faces and stuff like that, not shed a single tear.
I've been crying all damn day.
Really?
Yes, I have.
Okay, because they said when they showed you and told you that he was, you didn't even blink.
They didn't show me, he was told me.
We just
And
did.
I don't know how to feel about this. This is disgusting. It is utterly disgusting, and you're telling me I did it. No, I didn't do this.
You did do this. We're beyond that.
No.
Well, you can be in denial all you want. That's not going to help you. You can deny it all you want. But we've been doing this too long to explain to you. We're giving you an opportunity to save faith for you and the rest of your family. We're giving you that opportunity. But for you to sit here and deny that you did that, we're beyond that. We are so beyond that. There is no doubt in our mind that we can prove this in a court of law with a jury.
There has to be a reason why this happened. And if you can explain that, it'd be a lot better off for you.
Devin, look at me. I know you're a good person.
Sir,
And listen, look at me. I know we can't change this. I know we can't. Nobody can. But you can do the right thing and close it the right way. Let's take the reason out of it, okay, for right now, okay? Where is the object? Just tell us where the object is. That's all we're asking. Right now, let's take small steps.
I don't know.
Evan, please.
I don't
I'm begging you. I'm trying to help you. I'm sincerely trying to help you. Don't go down that road. It's not fair to you or your kids.
I'm not trying to go down any road, sir. I'm not understanding.
No, I understand, but you're not allowing us to go through this together. You put up this wall and you're in denial. This is reality, as I said before. This is not going away. But you have an opportunity right now to make things right for yourself, to start moving in a right direction. You start to have an opportunity for closure for his parents, for your children.
Please understand this.
Understand what?
I do not know where it is because I did not get it.
Oh, Lord, this is simply amazing. In my 22-year career, this is amazing to hear you sit here and say that. Listen,
Maybe it's because I didn't get rid of it.
Are your fingerprints or DNA going to be on either one of those bottles?
I do not know.
Why not?
Let me guess, you don't remember.
I might have moved that one.
Quite surprisingly, Devon now claims that her fingerprints may be on the bottle of ammonia found in the hallway, despite previously insisting that she had never even touched it. Even after all of these contradictions, detectives give her one final opportunity to come forward with the truth.
So it's soft
It
rub?
looks like it says, yes.
Yeah. So you said no. You don't have that at your house? Sitting on top of your washing machine?
That is?
Yeah. Yeah. Listen,
Wait, back up.
best of luck to you because it's, I don't know,
So-
it's, no, listen, you can sit here and say, you think that you're smarter than people.
No, I don't think I'm smarter than anybody, but I didn't do this.
That's not fair enough.
And you're telling me because I have the same cleaning
No.
thing.
No. The cell phone that you take, you have to take the cell phone from his house back to your house after he's dead, because it's blood on it. His wallet, his keys, things that you're not supposed to have are wrapped up in a bag 8 times, shoved in your underwear drawer. Number one, you're the last person to see him. You're the last person to physically. Good luck with that, because that is not going to fly. But I think we're done.
Absolutely. And your girls are definitely going to resent you because you can't even have the audacity to give them closure. Shame on you. That's terrible.
How
Dare you accuse me of this?
Oh, so there's some
I didn't do it!
there's some anger now, huh?
I told you from the beginning I didn't
Is
do
that
it!
how you feel against him?
No! That is not how I feel against him.
I think you're just upset that you got caught in this and.
Not
you did
even
it well.
close.
No?
No.
Personally, I think that you weren't expecting him to move into your house so soon, so you had to go over to the house
No.
and kill him at his mom's house so you wouldn't be the suspect.
No.
No.
Jonathan's been talking about moving to my house for months.
Yeah, and you were surprised he was actually going to follow through with it.
No, because it wasn't following through. He just moved tools and DVDs and stuff. You guys were there.
You said he moved all of his stuff.
Tools and DVDs. I didn't say he moved all of his stuff. I said he moved a whole bunch of crap.
Okay. You want to get somebody to transport and I'll hang out? Timing?
Let me see if the officer's still here and they can hang out.
Okay. Do you understand that it's does not sound even feasible?
Do you not understand? I didn't do it.
No, just answer my question. You explained everything except an hour and 4 minutes that after you hit him in the head, that you don't remember.
Yes, because I had nothing to do with it.
That's not answering the question.
Yes, I said yes.
So if that's not feasible to you, how would it be to a jury or the general
I
public?
didn't say it wasn't feasible to me. I didn't.
Oh, it's feasible that you remember everything except the hour and 4 minutes after you hit somebody in the head. That's what you're saying?
Sir.
Well,
I didn't murder John.
you can,
And I can say it over and over again. And I will continue to say it.
Okay.
I've been saying that from the beginning.
well, it's, you have to have something for the hour and 4 minutes where he was murdered, that you were in the house. That's it. But that's the only time that you don't remember.
I didn't know I was there that long.
It doesn't matter if you know if you're
But that's
there
what
or
I'm
not.
saying. I don't remember being there that long. I didn't know I left.
Okay, so is it possible you did it and you don't remember?
Yes, sir. It is very possible.
Okay, how? Have you had moments in the past where you've
Yes.
done angry stuff where
Yes.
it's happened?
Yes, there's things in my past where I cannot remember. And yes, I have talked to my doctor about it. Yes.
Well, Devon thinks her short-term fake memory loss can be considered as Alzheimer's, and that she could simply walk away from this until the very end. She stands by her story and continues claiming that she has nothing to do with John's death. During the trial, her defense even goes as far as pointing the blame toward Deviere, arguing that he had the same opportunity and a similar motive to commit the murder. However, that argument also fails to convince the court. After all the evidence and accusations, the court ultimately finds Devon responsible and sentences her to 28 years in prison, meaning she is expected to remain incarcerated until 2051. We hope you enjoyed today's video. 85% of our viewers aren't subscribed, so if this is the kind of content you come back for, just hit subscribe. It's the single biggest thing you can do to support the channel. If you want to keep watching more, check out one of the most intense cases we've ever covered right here, or catch up on our latest upload right here.